Well, that depend 2020 challenge coming up shortly, and I'm joined with Mrs. Margaret Irish, teacher Irish, or Miss Irish, you know, it in school, you know how it is. And we're going to be discussing what is Wadadli Pen, who enters, how you can enter, and some of the criteria for entering. So, good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's talk about what is Wadadli Pen first of all.
Right. Wadadli Pen is it's a movement, and it was established by Joan Hillhouse herself, an Antiguan and Barbudan writer, and she wanted a community that could encourage people to write, especially young people who are perhaps writing their poems, their short stories, but not having any environment with which to expose them to. And so she wanted something that was sustained and consistent, a program that could help them to develop their talents and give them exposure to the rest of the Caribbean and the rest of the world.
And that means this is not the first year for this, so how
No.
long this has been happening?
Well, it officially started in 2004.
Oh, it's been a long
Yes, it's
time.
been going on for a long time. So Wadadli Pen has nurtured generations of writers in Antigua and Barbuda.
And when you win, what happens to your poem or your stories?
Okay. Well, apart from the cash prizes and so forth, your poem is disseminated on the Wadadli Pen website, which is amazing because it means that people from Antigua, the region, and all over the world can read your work. And that is what writers and creative people want. They want to share what they have created with the world. So I think that's an extremely big bonus.
And who is this open to? Because you made mention of students.
Right.
But what about those who, again,
Yes.
like myself, might just have something, go home and write something every day,
Right.
and I want you to share it to the world.
Okay. Well, in terms of the competition, it is open to persons who are 35 years and younger. And there are various aspects. You can submit a poem, a short story, creative nonfiction, or this year we've also included artwork. And this artwork is essentially a comic strip. And the requirements for the comic strip is that it should be 3 horizontal panels. Three horizontal, right. Now, because this is an Antiguan and Barbudan / Caribbean competition, we do want that your writings are centered on Caribbean issues and in a Caribbean environment. So we want people to write about, you know, bring to life the people that you know in your neighborhood, the sounds and the sights, and what is it that we as Caribbean people feel and experience on a day-to-day basis.
Basically, marketing your culture.
Exactly,
All right.
exactly.
So, registration, how do one get to sign up?
Well, you simply type your or create your entry, and the word limit is between 100 and 1,000 words. And you email your entry to wadadlipen@gmail.com.
Just simple Wadadli
right,
Pen
at gmail.com. Yes, there is an entry form, an application form that you have to sign up. So you would submit the application form as well as the creative piece, and then sit and wait for the result.
You made mention of cash prizes, so what's
Yes.
the prizes that are there to be won?
Well, apart from the cash, well, I've been a past Wadadli Pen entrant.
Yeah?
Yes,
What
and
story you wrote? Let's talk about that for a bit.
yes, well, there was a year when the competition was open to all ages and to teachers, and because I'm a teacher, I jumped at the opportunity. Because as I said, Wadadli Pen is about giving you that opportunity to expose your work. And so I wrote a story about something that happened to me as a child that I never forgot. And it's about being rejected by children who think they're better than you. But it's such a human story. And that was a chance. And so because of what Wadadli Pen has done for me, and other persons, we're now very committed to encouraging people to write. And so you win many things, books, electronic devices, etc. But
Wow.
the icing on the cake is the exposure of your story. Everyone can read it now and be helped by what you write.
Wow, lovely.
Right. I also want to mention some other special prizes. Now, we're encouraging persons to also write about climate change, which you know is a very serious issue in our times, right? And so we have an Imagine the Future prize. And so we want persons to write about what would happen if we take or do not take climate change very seriously. There is also a Waomini Prize for Barbudan entrants. And so we want to encourage Barbudans, because, you know, it's one nation, to send in your entries. We want to know what is life like in Barbuda. What are the stories that are coming out of Barbudan history and culture and experiences. And as I said, this year we also have a visual arts part of it, which is for persons who do not write, but they can draw and they can paint. We have the comic strip entry as well. So it's not just about the writing, but if you can create images that can inspire people, this is also
imagine
a part.
A comic story
yes.
From a village, and that superhero who is your neighbor.
Yeah, exactly,
kind of
exactly. Bring them to life. I mean,
yeah.
Caribbean life is so stimulating. It's funny, it's unpredictable. And so we want, and this is for not just for, it's for residents in Antigua and Barbuda. So if you are from another country, another island, living in Antigua, you can also send your entries. So we can have stories coming out of Guyana, Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, we really want that Caribbean mix.
That pepper pot.
Yes.
So it's from age 35 and down. From up to age 35. Let's
up
put it
to age
that way.
35,
up to
right.
age 35.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry to interrupt. Yes, there is, I forgot to mention, a school prize. So for the school that sends the most entries, there will also be a very special prize. So we really want to encourage the principals and the teachers to just mobilize your students to enter as well.
I loved it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
But we need to get back to, we talk about registration and everything, but we didn't put a date or time limit
yes,
when it happens.
You. Right. The deadline is February 16th. And once you can get the entries in before that time, that is fine. And so you go online and to the Wadadli Pen website, and you can download the application form. It's very important that you also type the work, and I suppose the creative piece could be uploaded as well to the website. And so February 16th is the deadlines, and we want to work to that. We also want to encourage persons to stick to the word limit, because, you know,
100 to 1,000.
100 to 1,000 words, and that is going to be taken very seriously this year.
Who decides who wins? Who the judging criteria? How is it?
Right. Well, judges are selected, and they would be taken from veteran writers and persons who are interested in the creative arts. What the judges are looking for are, apart from the fact that it should be Caribbean oriented, they're looking for that creativity, that spark, that we bring up a slice of Caribbean life to life. And we want an unusual approach in writing techniques, not just, you know, duplicating what we've read in school, but bring your own writing style to the piece that you're going to be presented. So very imaginative, extremely creative, very Caribbean centric, and you should do very well. Mm-hmm.
Deadline the 16th of February.
Yes.
WadadliPen.com.
Wadadlipen at gmail.com. Yes.
Yeah, send your email address, fill out the form, yes. Send your submission,
yes.
100 to 1,000 words.
Yes.
That is 16.
Yes.
After that, then you know you're into that pool. You're into that pool where you're up against other writers in different categories.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, we'll have all the information, so we'll contact you when you win, if you win, and if you're still interested. Hey, you might not win, but I love what you're doing, and you encourage people to continue to write.
Yes,
well, as a teacher, that's how you look for the next best talent.
Exactly, it does. It's very encouraging, and you get to know your capacity, your ability. How good are you in a competition? And this is why you really need to pit your talents against other persons, because it's an excellent way of helping you to assess your own skills, and then helping you to decide, okay, this is what I need to develop. And that's what Wadadli Pen did for me. It said to me, you know, you can write a thing or two, and people can read it. So it was very encouraging.
Oh, you know, the thing is, a car is always fast by itself.
Yes.
You are always the best by yourself until you get
you meet
other people.
The community of writers.
Car fast.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, you know, because you drive it alone and then you're not competing with anybody else.
Exactly.
You are the best until
yes.
So
you might be the best in your school.
Not in your school, in your own world.
In your own world, yes, in your head.
So get it out. Let's get it out and bring it out.
Let's get it out there, yes.
All right, well, thank you, Teacher Irish.
You're welcome,
That's
Mr.
the classroom
Freeland.
name, the
Yes.
Mrs. Irish. And we're going to follow up and, we're going to look for that next winner. And when we get the winner, we get them here on couch. And let's hear their story, see their piece, whatever it is.
Yes.
I would like a comic
Yes.
book.
Yes, because when I won mine, I was on TV too. So the TV thing is part of the icing on the cake.
Okay,
right?
so we're going to bring that. So thank you.
Yes.
Enjoy your day at school.
Thank you.
And tell the students I say hi.
I will. I promise. Okay.
All right, folks. So Wadadli pen competition comes up. Wadadli pen competition 2020. Email your submission to wadadlipen@gmail.com. 100 to 1,000 words. Fill out the form, and you're good to go by the 16th of when? February. So you're good after Valentine's. Even do it on Valentine's. Write your love story. Talk about your... Rod, we're getting to you. Hi, folks. We'll be back. Stick right here with us on Antigua, Barbuda today.
Bar Talk, Sundays at 8 p.m.